Hello, you guys. I'm glad you're in to welcome you in to watch me today make a Philadelphia cream cheese cake, blunt cake for my nephew. He called me and he asked me to make a cake for him, and I was like, okay, that give me time to get ready for the holidays. And so this is my mom's favorite cake that she make all the time for the family, and she's not able to make a cake because of her illness. So guess what, I got on board and started learning her recipes, started getting all her stuff together, and I think I am ready to start making cakes for the holidays for everyone. So this is like a little sample, so hopefully everything will go well, and hopefully he will take my cake and think it's my mom's. Okay, so I just want to talk to you about what all I'm going to be putting into the cake. It's going to be a Philadelphia cream cheese cake, so we're going to need some Philadelphia cream cheese. We're going to need butter. This is the brand of butter that I use, Land O'Lakes. We're going to need some Swan Down flour cake mix, and we're going to need sugar. We're going to need eggs. We're going to need flavor to go inside the cake. Okay, so with that said, the first thing that I do is try to shift the flour. A lot of people don't do that. My mom did it, so I'm going to do it. So a lot of people don't shift their flour to make their flour soft and get all the kinks and everything out of it. I already pre-prep for that already, so I prep my flour already in my bowl. So only thing I have to do is go ahead and measure the flour. Okay, and so it's going to be 3 cups of flour, 3 cups of sugar, 3 cups of butter, 1 8-ounce of Philadelphia cream cheese, 6 eggs, and just the flavor of 1 teaspoon of flavor. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is we're going to combine the butter and also the Philadelphia cream cheese. Now, the best way for me, my mom always says leave your eggs and your butter and your Philadelphia cream cheese out so it can be temperature wise. You don't want to be too cold or whatever. I think it makes the cake better, taste better or whatever. Okay, so this been sitting out since early this morning. The butter and the Philadelphia cream cheese and the eggs been sitting out because you want it room temperature. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm blending over here. So if you can see, I'm going to move over here to this side. So I'm going to go ahead and take my butter and my Philadelphia cream cheese. Now, it looks like I got 6 little cubes of butter, but in this brand, for some reason, they don't make them whole sticks. They cut them in half. So it's like I got 6 things of butter, but it's like they half enough, so it's really equal out to be 3 sticks of butter. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, and my hands are already washed, so believe me, I'm not a person that don't wash their hands or whatever. So I washed my hands already, prepping for this already. So we're gonna open this up and get started with that. And another thing I like to do too is go ahead and preheat your oven to 3. I'm gonna do it for 350. So it's gonna be already ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that started too. When my mom used to make this cake, I used to hate it because there was so much to it, and I was like, Mama, how are you doing this? I can't do this. But now that I start making it, guess what? It's not as bad. I like it. To see everything come together. Put these over here. It's so messy. Put in the trash can. And I'm gonna take my 8-ounce. 8-ounce Philadelphia cream cheese. We're going to combine these together, okay? It's going to be your first thing that you do. And another thing too is everything has to go in a certain order. So make sure that you're not just putting, when you make a regular box cake or whatever, everything can go in at one time. But with this, you have to go in a certain order. So if not, things not gonna work out for you. So you just can't put the flour in and the eggs. You got to put the cream cheese and the butter together. Go ahead and smooth it out first. Okay. So that's it on that. So we're gonna go ahead and get this blend up well. Now my bowl is not as big as I want it to be, so I might have stuff flying a little bit, but we'll take care of it. Okay. So we got that down pat. Everything is smooth. Now what I would do, the next thing that I would do is add my sugar. Like I said, it's gonna be 3 cups of sugar. So what I do, I always buy these little small clear cups, and these equal out to a cup. I already measured them out. So what I do is go ahead and get these sugar already in my little cup, and I add 1 cup at a time. Get the blending going again. And so another thing too, so I did 1 cup of sugar. So what I'm gonna do is add 2 eggs, but 1 at a time, along with that sugar, then to get it like, I don't know. Okay, so it's so important to get your sides off the bowl to make sure everything is good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another egg because, like I said, it's gonna be 6 eggs. So I'm gonna do 2 eggs per cup of sugar, but I'm gonna do the eggs 1 at a time, not all together. So I'm gonna go ahead and add another cup of sugar. sugar, huh? So this cake is really gonna be good. Okay. So we're gonna scrape the sides again. Now we got 2 more eggs to go here. Wipe your walls down so this cake will flash. This is my last egg. And what I do, I always keep my shells over here so I can make sure I put in. So sometimes you can forget on how many eggs you put in, but if your shells are still here from the eggs, you can make sure, it can tell you how many eggs you already put in. So we're gonna get down. So now we done with our sugar. We done with the eggs. And so we got the fill up of the cream cheese, we got the butter. Now we missing the flour. So we haven't added no flour as of yet. So remember when I told you that I already had my flour already shifted. So what I'm gonna do is take this little cup and fill this up with flour. You want to be just right. So let me get some spoon. Okay. So you're gonna put 1 cup of flour. Remember I told you I already shifted, so should be good. So let me go ahead and clean this off on the side. Because once you put the flour in, it kind of mixes because the flour is the last ingredient. And this little bowl that I got makes it kind of hard, so. Okay. So let's go with our second, oh, this one's cut. You want it to be even, so you don't want to make sure your cup is measured off right the same way. Because you don't want to have too much flour, more than 2 cups, so 3 cups. So. So it can get kind of messy, but it is what it is. All right. So we have one more cup of sugar. Cup of flour. I'm sorry. So if you're getting ready for the holidays, this would be a great cake. And I tell you, they're going to be wanting this cake over and over. So I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, because like I say, it's a little bit time consuming. But the more you make it, the more easier it becomes. So this is our last cup of flour. I'm gonna stop right here and clean some of my mess up, because I don't want all this to be looking crazy over here to you. So we done with this. We're done with the flour. all this away. And I'm gonna walk down my cabinets a little bit, style them. Now the last ingredient would be the flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I got all this off the side so I can really blend it. And so because the flavor would be the last thing that I put in. So we at the end. So this is good. You want to make sure this cake is smooth, no lumps, no bumps. Because I put a lot in here, so you want to make sure it. We got it all together. It looks amazing. So what I'm gonna do? Look how smooth that is. That's so pretty. Now by now I would have been took I don't know how many licks off this spoon, but I can't do it because I'm being filmed, so I can't do it. So that's a good thing. I'm glad because I can't. But once you start licking, you can't stop. So I'm glad. So the last thing that I'm gonna put in is the vanilla flavor. Now you can put in. It's gonna ask for a teaspoon of vanilla flavor, but my mom used to put in the vanilla flavor, and then she also put up like a half a teaspoon of lemon. So I'm gonna do that today. Okay, so this is a 1 teaspoon. Make sure it's a teaspoon. Yeah. So I put 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm going to put just a little bit of lemon in here. Just give it like a little kick, I guess. So I'm not going to put as much as vanilla. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to blend this in. That's going to be a wrap. Oh man, this looks amazing. It's just it got the best. The texture of it is good. You know that the cake is right because of the texture. So if you know anything about making a pound cake, this is awesome. So what I need to do now is get my pan. I have the oven already preheat to 350. I think it's going to cook for an hour and a half. Let me get that together. So I'm just gonna pause for a second and then come back and show y'all how it looks in the pan, okay? All right, okay, I'm back. So I got my pan together. I didn't go and locate it because I don't use this as often. But this is my mom pan. This is an old school pan. My mama had this for years. So I got this. And what I'm gonna do is spray it real well to make sure it doesn't stick. So I use this Baker Joy pan spray, which is made for bundt cakes, if you can look on there. So I'm just gonna spray it. It's gonna be coated real well. You don't want this cake to get stuck in there. And you don't want to overdo it either, so just spray it. Okay. So I'm thinking that's gonna be good. So here go the hard part. You get everything down. You want all this cake to go in. So you're gonna move this cake in there. You're gonna turn it a little bit. Turn it a little bit. Again, it's gonna be the best cake that you ever can make for anybody. My mama made this cake for me. She been making it until she couldn't make it no more. So everybody wanted it. Everybody come from miles and miles looking for it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good that you learned it.
Yeah. So you're gonna get it, you're gonna shake it, make it even all over. And if you got anything around the edges, you're just gonna like take it. But it's gonna be good. So my oven is already ready for this. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this cake in. Look how amazing it looks. It's gonna be really good. I'll put it in the oven. It's already set for 350. I'm gonna put my timer on for an hour and a half. This is so important because you can let it overcook. You can't go wrong here.
What's you putting it on?
Oh, the hour and a half. Putting the minutes on an hour and a half. It's old school oven. You just can't. There we go. Okay, so I will see you guys back in an hour and a half. I'll let you see my product, and it's going to be amazing. All right, see you later.